While in Atlantis, Mandarin mentioned he was traveling to the Valley of Spirits. That will be the location of your next. Simply locate Mandarin and ask him what the Masters of Evil. He is a genius who has developed 10 rings of power from alien technology. His palace in the Valley of Spirits is protected by a gigantic vary. But Iron Man could fill you in on the specifics. He and Mandarin have been arch enemies for years. It is a valley in mainland China, where Mandarin discovered the wreckage of an ancient the Aksankar, dragon-like creatures from the planet Maklu 4. He reassembled it in a deserted castle in the Valley of Spirits. And while working with this advanced machinery, they were intended to serve as energy sources for the warp drive engines of the alien starship. You are most welcome.
Sandy and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
You have the Ultimo schematics. Good work. The lab coats are gonna spend weeks looking at these.
Johnny Storm would like you to announce that today is Ben Grimm's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm.
Hi, what's new?
He's awake! Seal the castle! Now!
God, mein Freund.
Get him to the lab immediately.
Greetings, my friends, and welcome to my home, the Sanctum Sanctorum. I realize an aging townhouse in Greenwich Village doesn't quite match the opulence of Stark. The rest of our team has already moved in. I would suggest you talk to Colonel Fury first.
Team, welcome to our new headquarters, the home of Dr. Stephen Strange. We moved because now that Loki's involved, we're gonna need magic. And there's no better place on Earth for magic than the Sanctum Sanctorum. Professor Xavier has located one of his X-Men in Dr. Doom's castle. That means Latveria is your next stop. For more info, talk to Black Widow. You're free to explore your new HQ, but when you're ready to start the mission, use the orb of teleportation near Wong.
Hi, what can I... That's the orb of teleportation. It's for transporting people to different locations. Yes, I guess since he's the Sorcerer Supreme, he's the only... don't worry.
Hello, I am Wong, Dr. Strange's assistant. It is a mystical device recently created by Dr. Strange. It aids him in reaching the dark dimension, where his friend cannot at all. Once I have attuned it to the proper location, you may use it anytime you... This is the Sanctum Sanctorum. It is built upon a focal point for supernatural energies. This is where Dr. Strange conducts various experiments into the mystical world. It also housed... It was no trouble.
Things were a little touch and go at Mandarin's palace, but the team did a good job. I'm sure you'll have no trouble in Latveria. I invited him because he's the only one who can locate the missing X-Men quickly. Xavier is one of the most powerful telepaths on Earth, and there's that added incentive that SHIELD analysts think it has something to do with the theft of the mutant amplifier from the Omega base. If the mutant amplifier were used on Nightcrawler, he could teleport anywhere in the world. And with Jean Grey, well, I hate to think what could happen. If her psychic powers were augmented and then she transformed into the Phoenix, she could tear the Earth apart without giving it a second thought. It was originally created to battle Hydra, a terrorist organization run by Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. Yes, there was a time when SHIELD became so large it suffered from traitors within the organization. But with people like the Black Widow in key positions, no problem.
Hello. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum. Well, Loki's ploy worked. He tricked us into going to Mandarin's palace, leaving Doom free to kidnap Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Yes. He is somewhere in the Castle Doom, and that is exactly where you are headed. I would advise extreme caution. Dr. Doom is not to be underestimated. Located in Latveria's capital city, it looks like nothing more than a medieval castle, but it houses some of the most. Doom prefers to use robots for security. These Doombots, as they are called, They were visiting Dr. Moira McTaggart on Muir Island when an army led by Ultron attacked. Not seriously. Ultron's team did not waste time with unnecessary battle. They fought their way into the lab area, trapped the X-Men in containment fields. Originally, I was a ballerina, but at the news of my husband's death, I discovered the truth, that my husband was alive. He had become an agent known as the Red Guardian, and his superiors wished him to sever all ties to his past. It was no trouble.
I wonder if I could impose on you to locate the book entitled A History of the Arcane. Wong said it would be located somewhere in this house. Latveria is a tiny country in Europe, located near Hungary. It's a haven for gypsies, one of the few people Dr. Doom takes an interest in. Surprisingly well. There's virtually no crime because the country is patrolled by an army of robots. And thanks to Doom's genius in weaponry, Latveria is... He's the son of Loki, king of the frost giants. Odin took the infant Loki as his own son after defeating Loki in battle. Yes, but as the two boys grew, so did Loki's hatred of Thor and his desire to rule. You're welcome.
None shall enter this room unless they are accompanied. The Masters of Evil recently abducted 2 of my X-Men, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Colonel Fury has placed a priority on saving them. Apparently, he feels that by locating the wayward X-Men, you will also uncover the headquarters of the Masters of Evil. Yes, with the aid of Cerebro, I've discovered Nightcrawler is in Latveria. Nightcrawler's location really comes as no surprise, although I must admit I'm puzzled as to why Jean... But there's no time to hesitate. To get to Latveria, use Dr. Strange's Orb of Teleportation. It will send... This is an uplink Beast created, so that I can access all of Cerebro's functions, even though I'm miles away. It's a large device located in the sub-basement of the X-Mansion. I use it to... No, but it can be dangerous to the untrained mind. That's why I will only allow the most experienced of telepaths to use it. Jean Grey and Emma Frost are both quite skilled at working with Cerebro. His real name is Kurt Wagner, and he's perhaps the kindest soul I've ever met. Hailing from Germany, he is devoutly religious, despite his somewhat devilish appearance. Oh yes, he's been with the team for years. His mutant ability to teleport has saved the X-Men hundreds. Jean is quite a talented telepath, and very powerful at telekinetics, more so than she realizes. If she expends too much energy, there is a chance her personality will be consumed by the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a malevolent entity. Of course, come back in...
Greetings, humans. I am Clea, Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension and friend to Dr. Strange. Yes, but be wary. This is where Dr. Strange stores arcane objects.
Hey, that name you gave me, C.B. Sobolski, was perfect. Yeah, he said all I need was a shield security module. Would you mind talking to the Vision? I bet he has one. Hey, did you see that Professor Xavier's here? With him on the case, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler are as good as free. Hey, come on. This is Professor Charles Xavier we're talking about. The guy... Be cool.
Greetings. I trust you have spoken with Clea about the dark magic she senses. I now sense it as well. It is difficult to tell. The magic waits like a creature on the hunt. It lurks in the dark, waiting for it. I'm sorry. All I know for certain is that this dark magic is the work of my arch-nemesis, Baron Mordo. Long ago, I had been a doctor of surgery and injured my hands in a car accident. While searching for a cure, I met the Ancient. Yes, but at the time his student was Baron Mordo. I discovered Mordo intended to steal the Ancient One's power, and I helped to stop him. Since then, Mordo... He grew up in the Himalayan mountains some 500 years ago. There he was trained in the mystic arts, but was ultimately forced to battle his treacherous master. The young man then dedicated his life to fighting dark magic and joined the Order of the Ancient Ones. He outlived his compatriots and feared he would die without finding an apprentice. You're quite welcome.
Humans, I would warn you, dark magic is stalking this house, waiting to pounce like a wolf in the night. Dr. Strange's most powerful... My name is Clea. I am the sorceress. Yes, we are quite well acquainted. Years back, Stephen brought me to Earth, and I became his student. Once I had learned all I could, I returned to my dimension to... All I can tell you is, this house, the Sanctum Sanctorum, is the focal point of an immense evil energy. That is what most concerns me. It is happening now, even as we speak. Like a menacing vulture, it hovers. A vile, dark sorcerer who has long been a rival of Stephen's. And though he has great inborn magical powers, long ago, Mordo pretended to be a student of the Ancient One, all the time plotting to take his power. Stephen discovered more of...
Hi, how are you? Oh, you must have seen how Jarvis reacted to me at Stark Tower. It's a pheromone thing. I'm still learning how to control it. Yes, you see, I transmit a chemical that makes men very attracted to me. It gets a lot worse when I'm under stress. None whatsoever. I'm not his sister, I'm not his cousin he gave blood to, and his powers were never accidentally transferred to me. Well, he is cute, in a geeky sort of way. Mostly because I have enhanced strength and can stick to walls, like the web slinger. But also I have the power to generate bioelectric venom blasts. No, he also hasn't had the training in hand-to-hand... It was my...
Hello, how are you? You mean because of the laptop we found on the helicarrier? No, it's impossible. Black Widow is a lot of things. I know, because I fought beside her, and I've been romantically involved with her. And a person's heart rate changes when they lie, and Natasha's heart is steady as ever. She has to be telling the truth. Yes. That's one of the side effects of having radioactive waste dumped on me. It blinded me, but it also heightened my other senses. I now have a radar-like ability to give me a mental picture of my surroundings. That was because a martial artist named Stick trained me how to use my new abilities. Oddly enough, anytime.
Hey, what's up? Do you honestly think any of you can hide from a super hacker like me? There is nowhere on Earth you can go that I can't track you down. Actually, well, I climbed up a drain pipe and crawled in through a window. Then, a plant tried to eat me, and some tentacles tried to drag me into another dimension. Nothing new. Far as I know, it's a think tank run by S.H.I.E.L.D. But I'm looking to find out exactly what it is they're thinking about. Well, I bet she's working for the other team, but we'll know more once I hack into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Black Ops network and... yeah.
If you say so.
Hello. None whatsoever. Oh, yes. It was my...
Okay. Okey doke.
If you say so.
Okey doke.
Hello, I am... It was no...
Ah, you found the book. Thank you. The one for accessing shield data? Yes, I suppose there's no harm. You're welcome.
Well, what have... Hi.
Doctor Strange.
United, we will prevail.
Affirmative.
Yes.
Okey doke.
Hello. Welcome to... Well, Loki's ploy worked. He tricked us... Yes. He is somewhere in the Castle Doom, and that is exactly where you are... It was no...
Iron Man.
All right, time for some action.